can call me Spectre or Savior. Spectre is my PSN name, and I'm here to give you a deck profile on Amaterasu, the current build that I'm running. There are some changes that will occur given Pack 9 coming out soon. But let's get on to it. This is our starter, Lost Edge. We don't really have enough room to run anything else, and I don't feel Enclair really lets us hit our main Vanguard's effect. Moving on, we have 4 draws. I try to use one of each one just to throw people off, just to make it look like I'm running multiple triggers when I'm really just running 4. I run 8 crits, which is 4 Psychic Birds and 4 Nikes, because the Psychic Bird's effect helps fill up the soul for when we hit 6, which can be useful for other cards later on in the video. This is our standard 8K. This is Oracle Think Tank Gemini. And this is Coco. We run 3 of her as well, even though she's a very low booster. She does have an awesome effect. Her effect is when you call her to a rearguard or a vanguard, you can look at the top card and then decide whether you want it on top or bottom. Moving on, we go to our other Battle Sister Vanilla, whose effect occurs when we have 6 or more soul. This effect essentially allows us to have another 10k shield, because she originally only has 5k, and then her skill allows her to have another plus 5,000 when she guards for another Oracle Think Tank Vanguard and has 6 soul. Moving on, we have 2 perfect cards only. We're going to bump this up to 3 come Goddess coming out, but right now 2 is just fine. Always maintain somewhat of a field and hand advantage at times, and I really don't feel the need for a 3rd one yet, but I will be getting another one currently soon. And then we have the 2 Milks, which is the standard 10k booster for the deck. You need 4 more cards to get the 10k boost though, so it can be a dead card sometimes, and it can just be a weak booster. And then we have another tech card, I would say. She's Petal Fairy. Whenever she hits, well not hits, but whenever she boosts a unit that hits, you can discard a card to draw a card. And it's pretty useful. This leads us to another hidden tech of Oracle Think Tanks, and this is Blue Eye. I really like him a lot. His effect is when you have 6 or more soul, you can draw a card and then place 1 card at the bottom of the deck. So it helps set up a stack at the end game if you have to with Amaterasu, but because she can let you get to that stack much faster, and it's not very hard to get 6 soul. Moving on, we have our standard 10k. It's not much to say. It's Wise Man. It's kind of crazy looking. Crazy spot. Anyways, this leads us to our best card in the deck. This is Silent Tom. He's 8k, but when you attack with him, your opponent can't guard with grade 0s or lower, so he's an amazing card. I could talk about an hour with him because it's just awesome. He looks awesome too. Look at that. It's awesome. Anyways, he's awesome. He functions as a meat shield. He can end games. He's just an awesome card in general. I tried 3, not too big on it. 2 seems to be the right number. Moving on, we have a 1 Maiden of Libra, another tech card. I'm thinking about just dropping it, or maybe putting another Tom instead. Haven't decided yet. And this moves on to our last card. This is supposed to be a Red Eye, but I cannot seem to find another one. But for right now, I'm just using her as Mocha, and she can be useful. She can help set up Rose sometimes, but this is supposed to be a Red Eye. So this would be 4 Red Eyes, and their effect is whenever they hit, you can Soul Charge 1, which helps you get to that 6 soul faster. It really makes the deck much faster than it used to be. Before this, it was really slow, and you could almost never get off Amaterasu's Mega Blast. But now it's a little bit more manageable. Moving on to the grade 3 lineup, we have 3 Omniscient Madonna. She is, whenever she hits rearguard or vanguard effect, you can discard a card to draw a card. It helps cycle through the deck much faster, and it helps you reach any sort of stacking you have with the Blue Eye once again. And our final main card of the deck, the heart and soul of the deck, which is Amaterasu. Her effect is you Soul Charge 1 to look at the top card of the deck, and you can decide whether you want it on bottom or top. And her final effect, well, her second effect, I should say, is that she gains plus 4,000 when you have 4 or more cards. It's a continuous effect, so it does keep the power even when you go to drive check. So say you have 2 cards in hand and you drive check your 2 cards, it gains plus 4,000. And her final effect, her Mega Blast. Counter Blast 5, Soul Blast 8, you get to draw 5 cards, well up to 5 cards. It's an amazing Mega Blast, easily the best. And that's it. This is Savior signing out.